We have Dr. E.T. Evangeline along with us to deliver a session on operation strategies. We welcome you, ma'am. Dr. E.T. Evangeline is an assistant professor from PG Department of Human Resources, Madras School of Social Work. Prior to MSW, she was associated with Valtech iTech, Dr. Rangarajan, Dr. Shakuntala Engineering College, Avadi, Chennai. She has got over 12 years of rich experience in teaching, mentoring, and molding management students. She keeps herself engaged in developing and honing the skills of budding manager of her very own department by arranging soft skill classes, club activities, business games, simulations, and assessment exercises. She also handles soft skills specialized in training college students on communication skills and life skills. She addresses issues on creating self confidence, self esteem, clarity of thoughts, willpower, self awareness, and self efficacy, mastery of stress, fear, guilt, and emotional and mental blockages, personality grooming, and personality development focused on boosting self confidence. We are happy to welcome you, ma'am, and the session is yours now.
Thank you so much, Mr. Guru. It was very generous of you. Uh, will you be sharing the screen?
Ma'am, can you able to share the PPT, ma'am?
Yeah, will you be able or shall I do it?
Yeah,
Shall
you
I
can.
share it?
Yeah, you can share, ma'am.
Sure. Can you give me the enablement because you have to give me permission for it?
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute. Dear participants, kindly post your name and email ID in your chat box so that we will register it as a attendance. And if you got disconnected after 40 minutes, kindly log in with the same link immediately. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, I am not able to share the screen. Can you just give me the host permission?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So, good evening, dear participants. Good evening to everyone. Can I hear from everyone? So I
Good
want you
evening.
to be, yeah, good
Good
evening.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, I
Good
want
evening,
you
ma'am.
to
Good
switch
evening,
on
ma'am.
your, yeah, good evening. I want you to switch on your videos so that it will be good to have an interactive session because I want to know what the audience expects out of me. So if the video is on, it will be more comfortable for me. Fine. So, Mr. Guru gave a brief introduction about me that was very generous of him. I'm very happy to participate in this webinar and share my knowledge with everyone out here. And the topic which was given to me is operation strategy. Before moving on to the actual, topic or the theme about the webinar, operation strategy, I just want to hear from you. What do you know about operations? So, what is the operations of the firm, or what is operations management? Can anybody pitch in? What is operations management? Anybody? What is operations? Whatever you know, you can share. Come on, guys. So what do you know about operations? Hmm. Whatever you know, you can. Come on. What do you know about operations? What is operations? Okay. Tell me, what are the different functions of an organization? What are the different functional departments of an organization? What are the different functional departments? I really want to have a very interactive session. Yeah, unless and until you open up, it will be very difficult for me to proceed. So I should know what you know and what value addition should I give. So you can just tell me what are the different functional departments in an organization. And anyone among 30 participants out here, anyone can pitch in.
Evangeline ma'am, there are messages in the chat box.
I couldn't view the chat box, Uma.
Okay. Maybe I could read that for you.
Yeah, can you?
Yes, there is a madam who has mentioned R&D, quality work, HR, production, marketing, and finance. And we have another response, designing and controlling the business organization.
Fine. Okay. Thank you. Fine. So, so that's the different departments in an organization, and one of the important functional department of the organization is the operations department. So as it was mentioned, designing, controlling the entire operations of the firm. It is what this operations department is doing. See, unlike the marketing, if you take the marketing, division, the entire marketing, the sales, the direct, direct selling, promotion, advertisement, branding, integrated IMC, the entire, functions is being taken by the marketing department. If you take the human resource department, right from recruitment, manpower planning, recruitment, induction, onboarding, performance appraisal, PMS, employee relations, talent acquisition, talent engagement. This is what HR department is doing. So R&D, new product development, product research, all this is the all these activities belongs to the R&D department. So as far as operations is concerned, operations are one core department of the organization where they are in charge, or they will take care of the entire operations of the firm. Now, many students used to ask me, ma'am, what is the difference between production and operations management? Why today's organization use the word operations department, operations management, operations, entire the word why operations is used? See, when we talk about operations, now operations is looked upon as a holistic point of view of the organization. It is the conversion of raw materials into finished goods, but it is the conversion of raw materials into more useful products. See, when we talk about the production department, it is just the conversion of raw material. Somehow they muster all inputs and then they bring out with the end product. There were no emphasis on quality. There were no emphasis on customer satisfaction. There were no emphasis on service. But here, in operations management is concerned, it is converted into more useful products. See, when this jargon more useful products, it is products which is ergonomic in nature, products which is in service oriented, products which are quality oriented, good quality products, products which emphasize sense of community, products where green design is incorporated. So more useful products, products which is customized, Product which is done according to the needs, demands of the consumers. So, and the other aspect of the operations management is every action, all action, right from demand forecasting till quality control and expedite of the product is being done as a methodological plan. See, methodological plan, everything is done in a very, everything is being done with meticulous planning. uh, the plans made, if it is for a separate product or if it is for a group of product, aggregate plan is made, sales and operations planning is done, demand is being forecasted, demand is being analyzed. I don't know how many of you know about just-in-time systems, lean manufacturing, Kaizen. These are few important methodologies which organization is currently viewing upon. So everything is being done. Organization is very, very keen about not wasting anything. There should be no wastages. So everything, all plan of action is being done very methodology, and it is designed to achieve the pre-decided objective. So what is the ultimate objective of every production? I mean, the organization is customer satisfaction. So the entire organization is geared to serve the customer. So however customer feels they want it, whatever they like it, it is being given to the customer. The other important concept in operations management is the tactics, scheduling work. There are lots of scheduling work. See, imagine you take a big, for example, I'm just giving you an example. You take the example of a big conglomerate setup, a big diversified company, where in the production floor, inside the production floor, there may happen 20 to 25 processes at the same time. So when 20 to 25 processes happen at the same time, the organization has to schedule the resources. The organization has to schedule it properly so that there's no wastage in time, there's no idle time of machines. So that is done as per the methodological plan. Assigning resources. So all the resources, men, material, money, methods, technology, process, all are resources. Arranging them, scheduling them, calling for a proper supplier, getting proper raw materials from the supplier, picking out the best supplier, picking out the best vendor. All this is being done methodologically. Managing inventories. So warehouses. So managing inventories inside the warehouse, because when you dump products inside the warehouse for a longer time, many problems happen. They may obsolescence, pilferages. Pilferages are petty thefts which is happening inside the warehouse. Small thefts, out of dated products. So you have to manage. You have to manage the inventory. So that is one of the important plan. Then it is assessing quality standards. So I don't know how many of you have an idea about total quality management. So quality, today's organization, most of the manufacturing sectors, if you happen to go for internships, you would definitely see the TKM practices which has been practiced in all organizations. 5 years, housekeeping principles, other kind of benchmarking, other kind of Six Sigma, all kinds of quality, all these practices to enhance quality. So that is what called as operations management. So before moving to what is known as a strategy or operation strategy, I just want to uh, throw light on the objectives of operations management. The ultimate objective of operations management is customer satisfaction or customer service. That is the ultimate objective. When you achieve, when everything is right, when there is right quality in right quantity, when there is right information, right time it is done, you can definitely achieve customer service. See, as I already told you, the operating system should provide something to the customer which the customer prefers. See, when we were in our school times, college times, before 15 years, we were taught about customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction is giving something according to their needs. So after few years, the students were taught about customer delight. So delighting customer is giving them more than that of the expectation. Today's students are taught about customer anticipation of demand. Now, there is a vast difference between customer satisfaction and customer anticipation of demand. Now, today in this competitive, we call it as a VUCA world, right? World full of volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. We don't know what tomorrow will bring us. You all are reading articles, you're watching news, you are, you know about the, economy, you know about this pandemic, what destruction this pandemic has brought to the corporate world, education sector. This is VUCA world, and all organizations are fighting to come up for a sustainability in the market. See, unless and until they satisfy the customer, delight the customer by giving products in terms of cost, in terms of timing, in terms of features, the customer will not stay with you. The customer is going to migrate from your product to your competitor's product. So writing this objective can be fulfilled by providing everything accurately, at the right quality, at the right time, and everything. Quality. There is always a quality emphasis in operations management. See, quality should be emphasized during the design phase itself. That is the um policy which operations department work upon. Why wait till the product goes to the quality control department and then getting rejected, and then again coming to the design department and then trying to incorporate some? Why wait till design? I mean, quality should be incorporated during the design phase itself. So organizations should work on quality. When you procure raw materials from your supplier, you have to choose a supplier who gives good quality raw material to you. In that way, the quality is emphasized in the product itself. Right quantity. See, most of the Japanese, concepts speak on not wasting things. That's the reason they work on just-in-time system. So just-in-time system, JIT, it works on the principle, it will not allow the organizations to store raw materials inside the warehouse. It talks about nil wastages. It talks about zero defects. Now, everything should be procured at the right time. See, today in the production floor, there is a production happening for 5,000 units. So only for that 5,000 units, the raw materials will be bought in the production flow. They don't support storing inside the warehouse and then it getting obsoleted, then getting deteriorated. We don't support that. So right quantity of material. So for again, one thing which helps in this right quantity of material is analyzing the demand forecasting, demand plan, trend analysis, watching the trend. See, we know that this is not the, see, for example, manufacturing department, manufacturing organization knows this is a period of severe pandemic and this is not the time to produce more. So they know the demand because we don't know what tomorrow holds. The government is planning about the other other restrictions and other lockdown restrictions. So manufacturing company knows that this is not the time to manufacture more. So they will know the demand patterns. So they analyze the demand patterns. If demand patterns are analyzed properly, then there is right quantity. Capital will not get locked. And when demand is analyzed properly, the organization will also produce correctly. The organization will not go in short of demand. When short of demand happens, now it leads to unfulfillment of customers. See, you had promised a customer that his products will get delivered latest tomorrow evening, but you have produced very little. You don't have that product to deliver to him. Then the schedules will go off. Then there will be back order sales. Then right time. So this is what I want to tell. Timeliness in delivery. Timeliness in delivery is very, very, very important. The right time things have to be delivered to the customer. It is one of the important parameters to judge the effectiveness of the production departments. Everything at the right time to the other few intermediate objectives in the operation management is the resources. Now, resources, full concentration should be on the resources, because resources are very, very important to run the wheels of the machine. So if resources is not, that properly, then it will be difficult. So machinery equipment, all kind of machinery equipment. If the machinery is getting, worn out, it should be replaced now and then. It should be lubricated. It should be maintained. According to the updation and trend, machine should be updated so that there is ease of production. Materials. See, when we talk about, this subject is really wide. If you talk about materials, that is a big chapter. That is material handling, that is material procurement, that is vendor analysis, selecting the proper vendor, efforts made to increase the inventory turnover. There is, techniques for holding inventory, to control the inventory based on cost, based on annual consumption, etc. So all these are the works of this objective of the operations management. Manpower. So skilled manpower is very, very important to work with the operations. Technically skilled. So that the organization should be very keen in selecting the appropriate person for the utilization of manpower. Unless manpower, though we talk about automated warehouses, we talk about robots, we talk about RFID in warehouses, but then also manpower, the human resources, very, very important for the organization. The manufacturing services, when you don't have water, when you don't have power facility, when you don't have, proper water supply, when it is not nearer to the market, when it's not nearer to the place of, procuring raw materials, when there is no adequate services to help you, when there is no proper administration, then the operation management cannot work efficiently. So manufacturing services should be good. I'll just throw some light on the functions of operations management. So I think the slide is visible. So these are the few functions of the operations management. I'll just take you through fastly so that I'll get a good time for telling about the strategy. One of the important function of operation management is production planning and control. So production planning and control, the first thing which is done in the operations department. So they plan for production. See, imagine you take any example. I'll give you an example of a organization, a big conglomerate organization. Take an example of an FMCG. Take Nestle. Now, Nestle is a company who does not deal with one product. They have a range of products in their product portfolio. So When they do production planning, they have to plan for the entire range of their products. So the entire portfolio for Nestle Maggie, so Nestle Maggie, so in Maggie variant, you have the Buna masala, you have the soup, Maggie soup, ketchup. So they have to plan for the entire product line. So when they have to plan for the entire product line, it is the aggregate planning. They have to plan aggregately. So that is one important function of the operations management. To help with the production planning, there are various inputs, the demand, the market, research from the market. All these things will help the organization to plan the environmental scanning. So today, if an organization plans, this is April, and when the organization plans for the next fiscal year, it will definitely do a thorough environmental scanning, and then only it will go for the production planning. Unless and until it scans the environment, it will be very difficult for the organization to go for production planning. The next important function is the process design and product design. When we talk about product design, there is two things in product design. One is a form and one is a function. If you take one product, the form is the outer appearance, the shape, the color, everything is in aesthetics, that is important, as well as the inner function, what it is intended to perform. See, a mobile may be very sleek, very beautiful, very slim, but when it does not, when you cannot make a call, then it is no use of mobile which looks aesthetically good. So organizations should work on both form and function of the product. So many kinds of design. Some organization, they go for green design. Organization sometimes go for consider ergonomics in product design. They need very robust products. Some organization they want simplified products. Some organization they want standard products. So whatever the design is, it depends upon the organization. The next is, and also customization and standardization. So that is one of the important point I want to pivot in product design. Few products which is not mass in volume could be customized based on customer needs. For example, simple example, if you want to, for example, construction of a house. So when you give a project to a construction of a house, it is getting customized according to your needs. Sometimes it is customized. You tell your requirements, and that is how it is being built and given to you. Similarly, certain products, when an organization, they go for the voice of customer. They get, opinions, they get feedbacks from the customer. So that feedbacks will be non-technical because all customer will not know the technicalities. So they'll give, non-technical requirements. And that has been the operations department, what they do. They will convert that non-technical specifications into technical parameters. So that in operations is called as the house of quality, where the voice of the customer is brought in and that is being incorporated in the product. So that is generally called as product design. The next is the process design. Now to design your process. What process you're going to do? You're a manufacturing company, 24/7, a batch process, continuous process, or you're going to do mass production, or you're going to have a FMS, flexible manufacturing system, automated production connected to computer node. So within the instruction of the system, here the production gets done. So what is your process design? So that is one of the greatest function of the operations management. The third is plant layout and material handling. Now, plant layout, the structure of the plant, where machineries have to be placed, that is very, very important. See, material handling is very important for the operations management. If you mishandle the material, there is some cost known as material handling cost, and that will directly impact your cost of production. So materials have to be handled in a very, very appropriate way. When the layout is designed in such a way that there is agile to work, there is place to work, there then this will not happen. If you happen to visit aesthetically developed facilities like Saint Gobain, Ford, Hyundai, Renault, Nissan, if you happen to have a chance to visit that, please, I think I heard from Guru sir that there are many engineering students. You definitely have to visit those organizations. You will see how the plant layout is being done in a very, very meticulous way. There is place to walk for each box. For if a box contains fixtures, gauges, and bolts, nuts, and the place other there under the place. So sorting, orderly sorting is there. So everything. So when everything has been arranged properly, there is no place for mishandling of materials, right? So that is one of the greatest function of operations management. Location of facility. Now, facility location is very, very important. Now, organizations to choose a facility which is feasible in terms of